so what are we going to do next, right? Well, up here we had 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the column where we found last, where we found first, where we found email. But what if we wanted to do something a little more dynamic, all right? For instance, you see here, okay, so these were going in order, 2, 3, 4, 5, because last, first, email, phone, those are all in order. But what if we had first as the first one and then last? Well, first is over here, so then we would have 3, 2. It's just not very dynamic, right? Is there a way that we can make Excel tell us what number that is? And there is. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use the match function. I'm going to say equals match. And the way this works is I'm going to say, hey, go find first. And go find it in this little list that I'm giving you and tell me what placeholder it has. So I'm going to tell it, hey, go find first in this list, and it's going to count, and it's going to go, is it ID? No. Is it last? No. Is it first? Yes, it is. And where is first? That's 1, 2, 3. And it's going to return the 3 for me down here, just like I had up here, but it's going to do it dynamically. It's going to do it all on its own. Now I'm going to say, hey, go find the word first. Right? And I'm going to leave that relative because I'm planning on copying this over. Comma, where are you going to find that, right? Where are you going to find that? Well, you're going to find it in this list right here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this row, and then it's going to go, are you first, are you second, are you third, and it's going to find it right there for me. I'm going to lock that one down because I don't want that to move when I copy it, F4. And then even though it says that this is an optional match type down here, we need to go ahead and select an exact match to make this work properly. I'm going to go ahead and select that there and hit Control Enter, and sure enough, 3. It goes, finds first. Are you the first thing in there? Are you ID? No. Are you last? No. Are you first? Yes, you are. And what place are you in? 1, 2, 3. And I'll copy that over to the right. I'm going to copy that to the right, and we'll see it work. And it says, hey, the word last, that was the second one that we found in that list, 1, 2. And email is 1, 2, 3, 4 in that list. So now the obvious thing, right, is to say, hey, we've come up with these numbers all on our own with Excel now. We didn't, we used a function to go look those up. So could we then go ahead and do just like we did up here? Could we replace this 2, this B8, could we replace that with a dynamic function that would look this number up for us? Yes, we can, and we just wrote it right here. All right, so this is the dynamic function, the match, to look up first in this list for us and give us back number 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy that function. I'm going to copy this function that we know evaluates to 3. I'm going to hit Control-C right now and copy it to my clipboard. Hit Escape to come out of that cell and scroll down to this next example down here and say, hey, I want to write a VLOOKUP here that's going to look this up for me. So I'll come right here and say equals VLOOKUP, tab. Go look up this value right here. Lock that down, comma. Look it up in my lookup table up here. Right, don't ever want that to move. Lock that down, F4. And now here is where I would usually go and manually put it in and go first. What column is that? 1, 2, 3. And do this over and over again. Or write the numbers above or something. But hey, what if I used this function right here that I copied to my clipboard? That went and found those numbers for me. Why couldn't it do it inside of this function? It can. I'll hit Control-V to paste that function in there. We know that that evaluates to a number 3, just like if we used it in a normal VLOOKUP. Now we'll go comma, make it an exact match, and that. It's a black parenthesis, so I'm done. Control-Enter, and hey, that works great. What happens if we copy this over? Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Look at that. It's going and finding that using our VLOOKUP, using our match function to go and find that number. Same thing here, going using our match function to find the number 4. So this is just another nested function, right? Using this because it evaluates to that, and then we'll next we'll look at the index function, and then we'll put them together to do something truly stellar.